Albany, Oregon, a great city in the middle of the Willamette Valley. It's along I-5, which makes it easy to get to other cities and the activities that they hold. Today in this video, I am going to cover 10 things to do in Albany. And it'll be things that are right here in town, not things that are outside, say 10, 15 minutes away. I think it's important to really know what's really in town, so things that are easily accessible by just a couple minutes, whether it's just biking, a quick drive, or even walking to. So if you're looking to move to Albany, perhaps the surrounding areas, go ahead and get a hold of me. We can decide what kind of part of town or area might be right for you. So let's get into it. Here's 10 things to do in Albany. Number 1 is to visit the Carousel. And the Carousel really is one of Albany's and the county's best attractions. It's pretty much my kids' favorite place to go, and we're there quite a bit. It opened in 2017 in downtown Albany, and it was an instant hit. It took many years of careful planning and preparation, as well as careful carving to get everything ready. It's currently open from Wednesday to Sunday, 11 to 4, but this could change over time depending on when you're looking at this video. The animals all have been worked on by volunteers, and it takes a long time to hand carve and paint all these pieces from wood into these animals. There's also a gift shop in the building, and you can go ahead and check that out and get something to remember your trip. Admission is free, and there is also free tours. The tour is actually really cool. You get to go see where they work on all these things. There's also some really old carousel animals from different areas. So it's a pretty cool thing to go look at. Now for the second thing to do in Albany, is to visit our golf courses. We have 2 really great golf courses in Albany, both in the North Albany section of town. First one I'll talk about is the Golf Club of Oregon. It's a great course with a small clubhouse. It has a driving range as well as a practice putting green and 18 holes. It's a pretty quiet course, unless a train goes by, right along the Willamette River, and it is the cheaper option of the 2 courses. It recently changed hands, and I'm actually really excited to see what they do with it. Second course here is the Spring Hill Golf Course. There's different prices for this course depending on when you golf, such as morning or afternoon. And there are membership options. It is a part of the bigger Spring Hill Country Club, so you're going to have membership rates, and you're also going to have some non-member rates. It's got a great putting practice green, as well as a really nice chipping area, a great driving range, and has 18 holes. The course is one of those rare layouts where it has 6 par 3s, 6 par 4s, and 6 par 5s. Now the Spring Hill course, it's also part of the Albany Golf and Event Center. It's got a restaurant and catering, as well as a really great golf shop and a swimming pool. My grandparents are members here for well over 30 years, and it was a great place. I grew up playing these courses, feels like pretty much every weekend growing up, and they are really great. Third thing to do in Albany is to visit our parks. Albany has a lot of parks. There's actually 29 scattered throughout Albany, and there's a little bit something for everybody. Pretty much feel like there's a park in dang near every neighborhood area in Albany. This then provides different experiences, whether it's a sports field, picnic areas, playgrounds, or going ahead and having a nice open grassy area. There's a few paths and multi-use areas, as well as open grassy areas in Albany. In these larger open areas, you're going to have some great activities that the city puts on. We've got River Rhythms, Summer Sounds, as well as the Northwest Art and Air Festival. And in these activities, there's thousands of people that come to Albany for these. A fair amount of the parks in town have had upgrades in the last little bit, which was badly needed, and there's more to come as well. One of these being the Monteith Riverfront Park. It had a really big upgrade in the last little bit. It's got a great big stage. It's where River Rhythms is. It's got a big splash pad, great area for like picnics and stuff, as well as a really nice playground now. And along that waterfront, it also has some areas where you can go ahead and take a walk out on a little kind of pier situation and look at the river. The fourth thing to do in Albany is to go to the Saturday market. You can find the Saturday Farmers Market on 4th and Ellsworth. Most of it's going to be kind of in that City Hall parking lot and 4th Street. It's held from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. from April to November. This farmers market is actually thought to be Oregon's oldest continually run open-air farmers market in the entire state. The market operates for 32 weeks out of the year, and it actually has people coming from 6 of the surrounding counties. There's actually 48 vendors at the moment, so there's quite a bit to look at. So it's a pretty good way to get out there and enjoy your Saturday mornings. Number 5 is to enjoy the Cool Pool at Swanson Park. It's located at the Swanson Park Activity Center. It's actually built on the site of the old Albany City Pool. Opening date is typically around mid-June, and it goes until the beginning of September. It's got 0 depth entry, which is great for kids. It's got a 36-foot tall slide, and it also has a lazy river. Now, one thing about it is actually set up that only a certain amount of people can be in the pool at one time. So you're going to have to probably schedule online as the safest way to make sure you can get in. If you're a walk-in, you might not be able to get in. Number 6 thing to do in Albany is to do bowling and mini golf. Lakeshore Lanes, located in the southwest part of town along Pacific, is a great option to get out there and beat the heat or get out of the rain. Outside is a great mini golf course, and my kids love going to it, so we're there quite a bit. It's great for all ages. There's not any sort of massive obstacles. I can be mad with trying to hit it through a giant windmill or something. The bowling alley, of course, has many great lanes. It has a game room as well as food. Getting some crinkle fries as well as a drink and playing a few lines. It's a great way to beat the heat and get out of the rain during the winter. The alley has some different activities. Part of the day, there's going to be a time when it gets pretty dark to put the lights on, put some music on. Also, there's cosmic bowling, so some real late night bowling. The number 7 thing to do in Albany is to do the Waverly paddle boats at the Waverly Park. Now last year, these boats were not in working order. Waverly Lake, like many different bodies of water in the area, saw a massive spike in algae. The city went ahead and had someone come out, take out all the algae, and then they went ahead and put in some bubblers and a great fountain. And then this year, the algae kind of came back. It didn't quite get it all, but it's gotten a lot better now. They just actually went through and scooped it out again, so it looks really nice. And the paddle boats are now out there and working. I'm always seeing people go around the lake now. I went and finally took my kids out there because I grew up taking that out a lot. So it's pretty fun. These paddle boats are great, and you can go whatever speed you want. You can just keep doing circles around the lake if you want. Makes for a really great outing and a pretty affordable activity in town. The number 8 thing to do in Albany is to visit the Talking Water Gardens. It was made by the city of Albany and a metal manufacturer in town, ATI. Talking Water Gardens is a man-made series of waterways that's inspired by the environment. The wetland copies the cooling and cleansing processes that happen in nature. So it'll go through different levels, and then it'll be sent out to the Willamette River. It creates a living laboratory for K-12 kids as well as college students. In Albany, there's not a whole ton of options for a place to go on a walk. It's not just a sidewalk, so it's a pretty good option for this. They plant many native species in the area, so during certain parts of the year, it's actually looking really nice. The 9th thing to do in Albany is to visit the downtown eateries. Downtown Albany now has many different options for both food and drinks. Whether you're in a mood for a treat, dinner, or spirits, there's something for you. Just a few of the different bars and pubs in the area are going to be things like The Garage, Calapooya Brewing, No Rails Ale House, as well as the Squeaky Cork. Some of the staple restaurants downtown are going to be things like Loafer Station, Hasty Freeze for both its food and its treats, as well as you're going to have Vault 244, and then a little further south you're going to have The Depot. And that's just a few of the really good lineup restaurants that downtown Albany now has. And the number 10 thing to do in Albany is to visit the mall. Now, in the last couple of years, it kind of seems like the mall has taken a bit of a downturn, but it seems like a lot of these empty stores in there have been released by different local people, so it's going to have more of that local boutique kind of vibe. But you're going to have things like Target, Old Navy, Ross's, and Hobby Lobby, and from Target to Hobby Lobby, it's all connected on the inside, so it's kind of a quick and easy way to get your shopping done. So all within that is going to be all these smaller stores that you can go look at. People also come here for the food court. You can go ahead, grab by to eat, and also have your kids play in the play area. There's a few different little options for food here, as well as a Big Town Hero. In the parking lot, you're also going to have different restaurant options. You're going to have things like Johnny Carino's, Red Robin, as well as a Chipotle. And there's also a few other little restaurant options as well. And on the outer perimeter of this parking lot, you're also going to have a few other different little shops. And now I've got an extra one for you. If you like motorsports, you can go ahead and visit the Albany Motorsports Park. And it's located in the northeast part of Albany. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more of it. I feel like I always see people out there riding and making improvements. They're also doing a lot of maintenance work on it, so it's keeping it really nice. Whenever you're driving down I-5 or Century Park and you're heading north, you can look to the right, heading out of town, and you will definitely be able to spot it. It has definitely become a really popular area for people in all the surrounding area to go ahead and ride their bikes. They got practice times if you're looking to practice. They've also got races, and something bigger is the summer series. And it's good for different ages. They've got different classes. So if you got a kid looking to learn, they got stuff for that, as well as if you're more experienced, they got stuff for you as well. And like I said, it always looks really well maintained. I'm always seeing some sort of equipment out there, either improving it or just keeping it generally really well maintained. So there it is. That's 10 different things to do in Albany. So if you're looking to explore a little bit or go ahead and have a bite to eat and get a drink, there's something for you. If you got any questions about some of these things that I covered, or if you got any questions about what else there is to do in Albany, go ahead and reach out. As I said earlier, my information is in the description below. Again, I'm Tyler Thomas with eXp Realty, and if you're looking to move to Albany and all the surrounding areas, I'd be glad to be your resource for our real estate needs.